Hello, Flosstube.
Good morning.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross stitch, one stitch at a time.
Today is Monday, May 31st. It's Monday morning because it's Memorial Day here in the States.
And somebody has 2 young nieces coming over in an hour or so to have fun.
There's a parade in town. We're going to the parade. And then we're going for lunch in the afternoon and spend the afternoon with them at my parents' house. Because, So, if you live in the U.S., hopefully you had a good 3-day weekend and you spent some time remembering why we have Memorial Day. And hopefully you had a good week.
Mm-hmm.
We were busy this week. Well, really, we were busy this weekend.
Oh, work kept me busy too. And I kept you busy.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about shout out to our commenters.
Okay. Let me see. We have Andrea, Tracy, Pauline, Angie.
Angie decided she was going to make as many possible comments as she could, and she commented on everything individually. 20 comments.
Well, I guess it's better than a 2-page comment sheet. Bridget, Lynn, and Teresa. And then it refreshed.
So,
when I get to the top of the list, it refreshes it.
Yeah. And it changes it. Okay, so I did say it wrong last week. I knew I was going to say Morty's name wrong. Her nickname wrong because it was Mortiana. I knew whatever was coming in my brain was not right, and you could tell by the look on my face, and she thought it was hilarious. She's like, you could totally tell by the look on your face. You couldn't remember. I'm like, nope. And I didn't have time to go find it in the chat, and we got a good laugh out of it.
Well, there are 2 types of people with fun names. Those that get offended and those who have accepted reality and have learned to find it funny.
And that is her nickname, not her real name. Her channel name, she is a Flosstuber. Her channel name is Mad Morty. That's her nickname, not the real name. But that's what we all... That's what we...
Do you want to know how many times those people... Because I use the same for any of the games I play, any of the online games, I always use the same nickname.
Yeah.
Would you believe that 90% of people mispronounce that word?
I'm not surprised. So, I did say it wrong.
Oda, by the way. Yes. It's short for something, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to say it until we're 6 minutes into the video. That's the reason. I'll explain during break.
Okay, well, anyways. I have no idea. Let's move on to whips. Whips?
Nope.
That's a no from you.
My normal stitching type has been taken up by entertaining 2 young women.
Stretch.
Oh, random thing.
What?
We got our second shot.
Oh, yes, we did. One of the many things we did yesterday. All right.
No,
so Saturday. God,
I love you. Don't worry, I'm doing the same thing.
My brain is broken.
I have to remind myself today is Monday, not tomorrow.
Okay, so let's start with, I didn't do any challenges this week. I just stitched on whatever. Do I have? Yes, I do. So, I started the week stitching on my Chatelaine because I haven't stitched on that in a while.
What is the name of that one?
This is Winter Fairy. I was a little bit confused on this. This is on a piece of 28 count, hand-dyed by the Slovak farm. So, okay, so here's why I was confused. The directions say to do the wing in the same color. The chart does not have them in the same color. I did it in accordance with the lines on the charts. Probably should have followed the directions, but oh well. Done now. I did not count this because I was having a challenge counting it. So basically all I did was her wings. The black work on her wings. Don't ask me how many stitches it is. Okay, put that away. Drop that. Okay, so then I needed to do my, well, I kind of did challenges. I needed to do my letters of the month stitches. I needed to finish my letters of the month stitches in my 2 projects. And that involved starting jeans and weenies. When I made my working copy of the chart, I made a copy of the front because this is a borrowed chart. And the color keys on the back was on the back page.
Jeans and weenies.
Jeans and weenies.
Who'd you borrow it from?
Mary from Just Stitching.
Oh, how's she doing?
Good. I borrowed this so long ago. It was pre-COVID that I borrowed it. Yeah. So I want to get this done anyway so that I can get the chart back to her. But I also don't want a record chart because y'all have seen what I do to charts. And it was like, okay, I need to copy the color key anyways. Just open the whole page and copy it.
What's funny is I did plenty of work for stitching, just none of it was cross-stitching.
And this is on a 32 count, hand-dyed by the Slovak Farm. It is Cleveland Cred, I believe. It's kind of an unlabeled piece.
Hey, honey.
What?
That fire hydrant just tickles my funny bum.
It's fire hydrant. I did a total of 543 stitches on this. That completed the letters of the month requirement or goal. So we have that. Can I just say, is this not the cutest bag? I love that bag.
Hey, honey.
What?
I want lunch now. Look at your bag.
Okay.
That would be an epic thing to put onto a bag for lunch.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's one of the ones we got from Amish Country, and they don't have it anymore.
Oh!
Yes. So then, also on my letters of the month was knee-high, the hands-on design, knee-high by the 4th of July. I needed to finish my stitches on that. 141 stitches on it. Finished it. This is also on a piece of, this is 28 count, hand-dyed by the Silver Farm. There's the theme, people. This is color heirloom, and basically I finished the roof of the barn and put the front face of the barn in. I gotta put the windows and the door in.
So right now it just kind of looks like Barnwood Builders is halfway through the demo.
It looks like Barnwood Builders has started their demo. Dreamhouse, Lottery Dreamhouse, Barnwood Builders.
You want to know what's really funny though?
What?
I would actually want to, and this is really weird, buy the house next to us, bulldoze it, and put a Barnwood garage.
I didn't want to buy the house on that side of us because, well, anyways, they're both awful close, but they're not as close as the other houses when we lived in Elyria.
I can't flick a coin and break their window.
I can't have conversations out the windows with the neighbor out her window. Okay, so then I worked on Shores of Cochrane Hollow. I pulled Shores of Cochrane Hollow out, and I realized I probably did this in an absolutely awful order because tomorrow, or today, because you're going to watch this on Tuesday, is the first. And I will keep up with my zombie run. I don't know if I'm going to start doing challenges again. How I'm going to start doing challenges again. I kind of like picking up what I want and stitching out what I want. So I'll probably just make a list and, oh, if it fits a challenge, I'll stitch on it. But kind of like doing it my way.
You mean kind of like what I'm planning on doing anyway?
Yeah. So. No. This is on a piece of hand dyed by the Slovak Farm 32 count Cleveland crud. It's kind of light on the Cleveland crud, but I put in that sail with the blue flowers in it. It was kind of a getting the flowers in was a little interesting.
I like the dolphin.
I like the dolphin.
Is it weird that I would actually just do that dolphin by itself?
No. There is miles and miles of sails on this boat to stitch.
Yeah, they usually did that.
And unless I want to count a whole awful lot, and I don't, I need to do the sails on the boat first.
I will say that while the number of sails is not inaccurate, the variation in sizes is.
Now, that's probably an accurate sails representation.
I don't think I've seen one 5 high before. Usually it's 1 or 2 high.
No.
But I'm thinking of a certain type of boat, probably.
No, they had a variety of sails and heights because you put them in certain positions to get certain desired effects. Especially when you're going across an ocean. So, as you can tell, yes, I got to do the sails because I'd have to count the border across to get to anything else. I'll just stitch on sails. I could do the ones across the bottom first. Then it would get me over to the anchor. I could do that if I wanted. There are some options so I don't have to do all the sails all at once.
I love you.
I love you. And then I've spent, let's see, Saturday, yesterday, and I'm probably going to stitch on this today.
A little bit.
A little bit. And I haven't been stitching much, obviously, because I've been doing other crafts with the nieces. Hey, keeps them entertained. So I pulled out One Nation. This is on 28 count dirt road by the Slovak Farm. I am working on the stripes. Because the... Oh, well, I guess you need to... I can't fold it fully in half. Thanks. So, I got the little... Da-da-da. Oh, I finished the bottom of the stripe. Got the little da-da-da Maryland, and I've started South Carolina.
I'm feeling a little, dejected.
When I finish with the red stripe that I stopped in the middle of to work on the Field of Stars, I will go back to the white and put in New Jersey. And while it's really hard to see on the camera, this stitching does pick up in person.
I love you.
It's just hard to see on the camera. That happens sometimes with the way color wash works on cameras.
Either the neighbor's cat is inside or it's just a really bad hunter.
They feed it. It's probably not a really great hunter. So that has been my stitching for the week. Not counting the stitches on Winter Fairy, I did 1,476 stitches. Obviously, I didn't count the stitches on Winter Fairy because I was challenged by that. And
She found her own way to challenge.
I tried counting the stitches on Winter Fairy 3 times, and after the 3rd time I got lost, I said, you know what? I don't need it. I'm not counting it for a challenge. I don't need it for anything. I'm not going to keep trying. That's been my stitching for the week. We have some haul. Unless otherwise noted, any pattern talked about during the whip section is available for purchase. through the Slovak farm. I do think I need to get with the company that has the rights to One Nation and get wholesale with them. That's the only one that would take me a minute.
Unless they're out of print. We don't.
It's not out of print.
No, any of them.
Right, and that's why I said unless otherwise noted. I'm fairly certain. Shadowline. Shadowline's kind of weird. Go directly through the designer website. I think there's a way for me to get wholesale on Shadowlane, but here's the thing. The way Shadowlane charts print out, reading it on paper is really challenging. Having the PDF is much better.
Yeah, Shadowlanes are one of the ones where you need to zoom it in so there's like 8 squares on your entire monitor. And it actually does come in rather well resolution at that blown up.
It does.
Which is, as somebody who has dealt with this stuff for a long time, that's impressive. It means they did not copy an image. They actually generated the image as a PDF, not just scanned it, so it's much better resolution for blowing up. Yes, there's a difference. I see it with old manuals into a PDF all the time.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so on to haul. Finishes. We forgot to film it with the whips. So
Actually, not. Is it finished or FFO?
FFO. Fully finished object. Dragons of Sumatra.
Yes, this was my idea. Spin it around. The exact fabric was her idea. I am beyond happy. Come on, baby. And it's really easy to store.
FFOing that was entertaining, to say the least.
I love you.
I love you.
She does do FFOing.
Okay, now you're going to see haul.
Y'all.
Haul.
Y'all.
Same as with whips. Unless otherwise noted, haul is available for purchase through the Slovak farm. Through the Slovak farm, it may or may not be on the website yet. So if you're interested in it, shoot me an email or one of those
Website updates tomorrow.
One of those social media links below. Find me on there and send me a message. All right, go ahead.
Okay. I have not done the stitching part of this hobby, but the kitting and shopping portion I seem to be excelling at lately. I got this lovely piece. This is 16 count.
You showed that last week.
I did? Well, I'm showing it again then. I don't care. I couldn't remember. Heirloom. And I have... Is this a solo?
That is Cleveland Fog.
Okay. It's 14 count. This is for another... this is for... Happy Dragon by Antonia Design. And that's what I'm going to be stitching it on. I've been hoping to get this started, but, yeah, life listed alphabetically. And then we have some silks.
Why don't we show the chart, and then we'll show the goodies that go with it.
Okay. Nora Corbett, Evan Rora.
Evanora is one of the main Nora Corbett's. It's not completely monochromatic. It is stitched in 310 and the Karen water lilies that Joe showed. That's holding up. This is, what is this? This is sable. And there's some Kreinik in it. Kreinik was back ordered. We'll have it, I think, next week. And then the bead pack for it. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I got Nora Corbett's Claire. This was the other May release. The other May Nora Corbett release. And same colors, floss, everything. So, water lily, sable. The bead pack. These things are so nice.
Oh, should we tell them the crazy idea I had about mine?
What?
I'm going to be doing my first even weave.
Yes, he's going to do it on even. And then...
With my first beading.
So the Kreiniks were back ordered for that. And then I told y'all I got some stuff in for the shop that somebody ordered, and I was like, I'll show you next week, the bead pack next week. When I get mine in, this is the bead pack for Cathedral Wood Goddess.
You want to know what I want to do with the bead pack? La cucaracha, la cucaracha, la 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 la.
Yes, this is a lot of beads.
And that's all I remember from that song from elementary school.
And then it calls for water lily slate and copper. And then it calls for 3 different Kreinik metallics. 2 of them are back ordered. Kreinik had some issues with COVID over some folks getting... They actually had to shut their whole factory down. I think it was in February or March. Because some couple, like, half the factory got COVID. So they shut the factory down for like 2 or 3 weeks so that everybody was healthy when they came back to work. And because of, supply problems, the spools were messed up. The spools were, they've had a few issues.
COVID screwed everything up.
They got a little behind. Story of our lives right now. It's probably going to take another year before everything gets back to normal with shipping and stuff. What?
I'm definitely squirreling out watching the squirrels play outside the window.
Oh boy. But the back ordered items shipped on Friday, so I should have them next week. Oh, and where's the chart for Cathedral Wood Goddess, you may ask? I ordered all the crap and forgot to order the chart. I opened the package and I went, Did I? I did.
I love you. Thank you for answering the question I was going to ask you after between this clip and the next one.
Okay. I got myself some other stuff with some new releases that came out. Not this past Friday, the Friday before. Pickle Barrel Designs Outdoor 4-pack. Silver Creek Samplers Lighting the Way. Stony Creek's Stony Creek Collection's Words of Praise. Words are hard.
I think they made a crossword Scrabble thing out of it.
No, they just kind of, And
It's
then
still cool.
The Prim Stitch Lovers, much coveted Souvenirs of Summer reprint from Blackbird Designs.
That party.
Yes, there's quite a few cute things in here that I want to stitch, so especially the bird. These flowers up here. I'm on the fence about this because I do not like stitching alphabets.
I actually would want to keep. I'd want to stitch that, but actually spell something out.
Oh,
And I actually had fun doing that.
okay. That is haul. Yes, I got a lot of crap. I'm a shop.
None of it's crap.
I got a lot of stuff. I'm a shop. I have that privilege now.
And I married a shop.
Basically. On to plans and announcements. Plans and announcements. Boop, boop.
Bah, bah.
Plans.
Happy Dragon. And possibly starting Squirrels.
And when did you say you wanted to start these?
The 24th.
This will be Joe's birthday start.
And if anybody wants to stitch along, I'm just going to say a mostly monochromatic. Because that's my favorite.
There you go. Monochromatic. Joe's monochromatic stitch along for his birthday. Okay.
Otherwise known as easy.
There you go. There you go. Plans are Tuesday starts the round 14 of Myth Magic Stitching Wars. They ended round 13 literally Monday. While we were in the middle of filming, the announcement thing was going off that the Hunters have won round 13. They are launching round 14 on Tuesday. It is a no villagers round, so the team that thrives on having basically a second team because they have 5 villagers is not playing. Imagine that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I think they should be penalized for that. Because that is bull.
Well, it's team's choices whether or not they want to play in each round, but it
is still bull.
It's luck of the draw whether or not you have 5 people, whether you have people who want to be your villagers and support stitch for you. It just so happens that they have 5 villagers who can stitch all of their big stuff that they can't stitch. Not that I'm salty about it or anything.
No, I don't see the Great Salt Lake sitting next to me at all.
Moving along. So, yes, I'm going to do my zombie run for the month of June. I will possibly throw in challenges as I can fit things in. I think my thinking is right. My thinking is at this particular moment. My thinking is I'm going to get zombie run stitches done on Belle, One Nation, and Shores, and pick up the remaining zombie run stitches on Lady of the Flag, and probably just stitch on Lady of the Flag until I am sick of her for the month. She is my June letters of the month. Hold on.
Just don't get so sick of her you don't get her done in time.
I don't think that'll happen. So for letters of the month, for June, she is my L. My M is a new start by Lizzie Kate called May Your Spools Always Be Full or something like that. I have it. It's a freebie on her website. I have it printed out in the other room. When I go to get it started, I will share it with you. Okay, WhipGo monthly numbers were drawn for June. They are 1 in 17, which is One Nation and Lady of the Flag. I pretty much, the way I set up my WhipGo board, each line has One Nation, Scenic Farm, Lady of the Flag, and Shores of Hawkhorn Hollow on it once. So I had to do 5 total of 1,000 stitches each for the year. They're pretty much all done at this point. I have done 5,000 stitches on most of those for the year. already. That's my plans at this particular moment. When you talk to us next week, that could be different, but that's my thinking right now. And that's why I said I really probably should have planned out my just grab and go stitching last week a little bit better because I stitched on Shores and One Nation already, but I didn't really. I also don't really, excuse me, much care.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
As I was saying, I should have planned it a little bit better, but I don't tend to set in boredom on a project until about 5 days in. So I'll probably just do the One Nation stitches. I'll probably do Belle first, because I haven't stitched on her in a while. Shores, then One Nation, then bust out Lady of the Flag. We'll see how it goes. You know, I'm being flexible. I am. And I like being able to be a little bit flexible. So, announcements. Everybody was kind of like, we don't really care much how you do the shop update videos. I think I will set aside maybe the first and the third week of the month. We'll throw a little something with some of the new products I'm getting in. Updates up. It won't be very long. We'll just do a separate video for it. You know, that way if you don't really want to see it, you don't have to. I know a lot of people are like, we want to see the new stuff. I posted a bunch of new patterns, new available patterns yesterday on the Slovak Farm Facebook group, which is linked below.
Tomorrow, after I get home from work, we're adding it to the website.
Sorry. Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works will be added to the website. I'll probably be able to, once I learn how to put all of the threads up there, I'll probably be able to put all of their collections up there. Gentle Arts is still behind from various, because COVID items. So as I get Gentle Arts threads in, they will get posted as available. I'm not going to post something that I can't get to save everybody the aggravation. You know, and I realize that a lot of online shops do that, and they'll just tell you, oh, hey, this is back ordered. I'm just going to save everybody the aggravation and not post it. Because trust me, there are some Gentle Art threads that I want that I can't get right now. And
Are we at what they want? What do we want them to do? Stage.
I need to make the monthly retreat plug. April. Check that. March. Hold on. I gotta find. I realized, yes, I'm looking at. So it would be March 31st, because March has 31 days in it, correct? Yes. So March 31st, April 1st, and April 2nd, 2022, we are hosting the Stitching at the Farm Cross Stitch Retreat in Wellington, Ohio. It is being hosted at St. Patrick's Parish Old Church. You will be at a church.
I'll make a sign.
Church. There will be a sign because there will be a sign posted for parking and all that. Retreat fee is $75. We know we have at least one meal on the books as planned. We are having a baked potato and salad bar. Probably going to have some grilled chicken strips. Joe wants pizza. I got to figure out if that's going to be included in the cost or what. I think it will be, but we got to work that out. So the cost is $75 for the retreat. There is hotel information available on the group Stitching at the Farm, which is linked below, for the inns that are available in Wellington. If you do plan on coming and you are planning on bringing a group, there is a inn option that allows you to rent an entire apartment short term. It's kind of like an Airbnb thing, but they don't go through Airbnb. That is on the, but all of that information is on the group list linked below. You know, we're gonna do the gift exchange box was a hit last year. So planning on doing that again. The ornament exchange, we had fun with it, but not a lot of people
participated.
Thank you. So I don't know about that. I'll figure it out. I'm working on it. Plans are ongoing and whatnot. And there will be a shop available with stuff. Can't imagine who that's going to be. That announcement will come at the end of summer. Can't imagine who that's going to be. That's it for announcements. What do we want the people to do?
Like, comment, subscribe, bell notification thingy me Bobby, and have a nice day.
Have a wonderful week, everybody. We will see you next week.
Bye, bye, bye.